Hey, what's up, folks? This is Jesse with Keeping It Real Finance, the channel that always has your back and tells it like it is. Today's video is by request and all about Energy Web and the Energy Web token. So if you haven't heard of Energy Web yet, I've been hearing about this one for a few months now. It's been on my list forever. I know I've had quite a few requests on it, and I finally got a chance to do the video today, and I'm very glad that I did. So this one is all about the energy sector. So I haven't reviewed any other coins that are specifically like Energy Web tokens, so I can see why people have brought this one up from time to time, and it's definitely worth a look into. And so with that, in today's video, we're going to give you a thorough breakdown on what exactly Energy Web is, what solutions they're offering. We'll be talking about the Energy Web token, as well as how this project was founded, some of the news on the project, some tokenomics, etc., as well as where I think it could end year-end 2021. So a lot of good information today on Energy Web token. If you've been looking into Energy Web and you kind of were looking for a little more info, this is probably the video for you. All right? So as always, if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you click the bell, you'll be made aware whenever I post time-sensitive information. And now, let's get it going. So what is Energy Web? Well, it's exactly what it sounds like. It is an energy web. So it's a decentralized operating system where any asset owned by any customer can participate in any market, okay? Now it is open source also, which makes this a little bit unique. So how does it work? Well, first off, we have the Energy Web decentralized operating system, or the EWDOS, which includes, we have the Energy Web chain, we've got middleware services, and software development toolkits focused on decentralized identities, renewable energy markets, and grid integration of distributed energy resources. Now, EWDOS is a shared technology running on a decentralized network. So it has two primary use cases. One is clean energy and carbon emissions traceability, and two is using distributed energy resources to increase grid flexibility. Now, two tools that they've created are, we have Switchboard, which is an open source identity and access management tool for users, assets, and application developers. We have Zero, which is an open source app that enables any renewable energy buyer to find and source procurement options from a variety of global marketplaces. Now, some of the core tech here includes, we've got Origin, which supports existing and emerging renewable carbon markets in order to simplify and enhance the issuance, tracking, and buying and selling of energy attribute certificates. We have Flex, which enables grid operators to integrate distributed energy resources into energy markets and demand flexibility programs. And we have the Energy Web Chain, which is the first open source enterprise blockchain platform designed for the sector's regulatory, operational, and market needs. Now, unlike many other blockchains, the nodes for any Energy Web are run by some of the largest, most respected energy companies on the planet, as seen here in this list. Now, Energy Web also has the lab, which can be found at lab.energyweb.org, which recently went live. And what this is it's a place for open source research and development. Now, what's really interesting, one of the projects on there is NG Energy Access, which has a goal of providing power to 20 million people in sub-Saharan Africa by 2025, so just 4 years from now. They want to accomplish this goal by offering pay-as-you-go solar home systems that work with Energy Web that can be paid through affordable loans for as little as 19 cents per day. I thought that was really cool, so I wanted to share that. Now, for some news here. So they have a Medium page located at medium.com/energy-web-insights/news/home that has updates, partnerships, etc. So one article in particular stood out that said the top 5 ways that Energy Web is accelerating the clean energy transition, and it lays it out that Energy Web is basically supporting flexible markets, making it possible for DERs to help balance renewable grids. It's digitizing renewable energy markets, making it faster and easier to source renewables. It's enabling life cycle asset tracking, such as batteries, as part of a circular green economy. It's advancing Crypto Climate Accord to decarbonize an entire sector, and we'll talk about that in a second. And it's also fostering interoperability of digital twins across tech and markets. So another cool piece of news was the announcement that Energy Web was one of 3 founders of the Crypto Climate Accord. And this is much needed, especially with the spotlight that Elon Musk and Tesla have put onto mining and how we need to use green energy, right? So the goal of the CCA is to reduce carbon in crypto by using EW0 to offset any energy sourced from non-renewables. So EW0 can provide renewable energy by locating, procuring, and claiming renewables from around the world to make not only mining green, but they can also make transactions from institutional and retail buyers green by offsetting and purchasing energy there. Now, for a little bit of background. So Energy Web was founded in 2017 by Rocky Mountain Institute, RMI, and blockchain developer Grid Singularity, and 10 additional affiliates that recognized an opportunity for blockchain technology in the energy sector. Now, the Energy Web chain was launched in 2019. Today, there are actually over 100 affiliates. So quite a lot of energy companies have gotten on board with this one. It makes a ton of sense. And I imagine there will be a lot more. And EWDOS is running right now on the Australian power grid. So that's a really big deal, right? Now, there are numerous companies participating in the ecosystem, including we have Duke Energy, we've got General Electric, we have Shell, we have Volkswagen. There's a lot of them, all right? But my point here is that there's some very big names in this list. So let's talk token. So Energy Web token is the native token of Energy Web. As of today, 6/29 of 2021, EWT was ranked number 147 with a market cap of just over $192 million, with 30 million of 58 million tokens in circulation. Eventually, there will be a cap of 100 million tokens. But right now, of those ones that aren't in circulation, 14 million are held by the Energy Web team for endowment and operating funds. We've got 10 million that were locked up until this month for founding organizations, so those are no longer going to be locked. We have 4 million that's in the community fund, okay? Now, EWT runs on proof of authority, meaning it runs on trusted validators in creation of new blocks. So this is not staking, it's proof of authority on that one. And it's not an ERC20 token, but they did create an EWTB, basically a secondary token to be bridged onto Ethereum so coins can be transferred to the Ethereum mainnet. So that's sort of an interesting little wrinkle here. Now, if we insert the chart here, so Energy Web token kicked the year off at $6.37. It went as high as $20.56 in April before coming back down to $6.41 where it is today. So basically, it has been flat as of this year. Now, if we insert the TradingView chart here, you can see that we not only had the 20-day EMA cross through the 200-day, but we also had the 50-day cross through, this is, quote, the fabled death cross, meaning that EWT is currently 100% bearish. We also have a large outflow of money. This is the red wave visible on the market cipher. Now, if we look at the zoomed out TradingView chart now, if EWT stayed within the same trend lines, it would finish the year between $3.74 and $22.19. My price prediction from here is for roughly a 2 to 3x. So I think this one could fall somewhere between $12 and $18 by the end of the year. If it announces more partnerships, obviously that could go significantly higher. All right. Now, where you can find Energy Web token includes it's on KuCoin, it is on Kraken, it's on Uniswap, and I do have referral links in the video description for free money bonuses. So by all means, check those out, get some free money. When you do, you help support the channel along the way. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Now, for some final thoughts here on Energy Web token. So I find this one highly interesting. What I really like about it are all of the different companies that are backing this thing. So it's not just singular people, it's large energy companies from all over the planet. This thing's already running on the Australian power grid. Crazy. So I only see this one getting bigger. I think there's a ton of potential here. So all of that is good things, right? Now, what it doesn't have going is any kind of a major announcement right around the corner. I didn't really see anything like that. Now, I would say that on their news page, they do update it regularly. It seems like every couple of days they're putting a new article on there. So definitely keep your eyes peeled on that. I kind of view Energy Web token as an Energy Web is, I think this is something that could definitely be it'll be around for a while. It'll be here for a long time. And this is going to be a slow and steady mover. So for people who like to invest in energy, I know I've had relatives that have invested in power plants and things like that. They're always good investments, as eventually we always need more and more power, right? And so I think this one has got winner written all over it, especially over the long term. Is it going to be a short fuse gainer that's going to go straight up? I don't know about that. I don't know if I'm convinced on that. But I do think over the long haul, this could be a solid investment that, especially if you believe in the energy sector and if you believe in this emerging technology, and look at all the companies that are in it. As I mentioned, Duke Energy, Shell, Volkswagen, there's some massive players that are in here. So I think it has a ton of potential on the long-term trend, okay? So that's it for today's video on Energy Web token. Glad I got the request. I'm glad I finally got to it. Sorry it took so long, but we did get it in today. All right. So if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to hit the like button. Also, please remember that I'm also on Twitter at KIR Finance, where you can find me tweeting and retweeting on a regular basis. Check me out there because sometimes I post things there or run across things that I don't end up posting here on the channel. And for a friendly reminder, this is Jesse with Keeping It Real Finance, the channel that always has your back, tells it like it is. And I will see you on the next one. Later.